Natural church development is a principle-oriented approach. I have to explain that because nowadays almost everybody uses the term principle, but still different Christian leaders mean very different things by this. For some who use the term principle, it's still something very personal, very subjective. It's the principles behind their own ministry, their personal principles, which is something completely different from what we mean by this term in NCD. If we use the term, we literally mean universal principles, which is principles that can be proven to be of universal applicability, regardless of church size, regardless of culture, regardless of devotional style, regardless of denomination, regardless of what is your favorite church model. Principles apply to your life and to the life of your church, whether you know them or not, whether you like them or not, whether you utilize them or not. Even if you should decide to reject those principles, you cannot stop them to influence your life. So for that reason, you really cannot be against a principle-oriented approach. I hear it every now and again that people tell me in a conference, but I am against that. I'm against natural church development. Whenever that happens, I ask this person to come forward onto the platform, because for me that's a game then, to illustrate something that you cannot be against universal principles. And then I say, okay, I've just learned that you are against natural church development. Well, one of the principles of natural church development is loving relationships. So we have just learned that you are against that. So I don't know what your position is, but if you are against loving relationships, maybe you are in favor of hatred in your church. Well, I say, as a church consultant, my job is not to push you into a direction that I have in my mind, but I simply want to help you to achieve your goals. If your goal is to facilitate hatred in your church, I'm willing to help you to get there. I have a lot of ideas, how to develop that in your church. And of course, they understand that this cannot be a realistic option. Then I go through the whole list of all of our principles. Another principle is passionate spirituality. Okay, I say, you just said you are against this. You are against passionate spirituality. So you are probably in favor of maybe boring spirituality. And then I say, I am a German, and both because of my culture and because of my theological training, I am an expert in how to facilitate extremely boring, extremely irrelevant spirituality. I would be more than willing to help you to get there, to implement that into your church. And after a while, everybody understands you cannot be against universal principles.